All right, very good with the new video, and we're going to move to some single note palm mute accent stuff, and it's a lot of going between palm muting and not palm muting, so fairly challenging for most people to start a palm mute accent pattern like this. From what you've demonstrated in how you play, I think this will go okay. Only one way to find out. If it ends up being too difficult, we will scale things back a little bit, make it give you something a little easier to play, and then build back up to this kind of difficulty. But, lots of moving between strings and pedal point stuff here. So for the first half, we're going to pedal off the A note. So the 5th fret of the E string, so pedal, point, in case you don't know what that is, we just go back to the same note again and again. So we keep hitting the A notes in the first half, and then play some notes around it. And we do have a hammer on there. And then the next bar, another hammer on. And then we go down to an F note and pedal off of that. Another hammer on there. Now we pedal off the G note. So even though we're hammering on to the 5th fret there, ring finger or your 3rd finger is a good one to use. Just because this ends on the 5th fret and the next note begins on the 5th fret, we don't want to use the same finger. Use your index or your first finger to get to that last note. It'll make things a lot easier to play when you're going fast, and it will set you up for the repeats. So, let's get to it. 60 beats per minute for the new material. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Had that B string ring out. But you know what? I'm kind of glad it did happen. So when you're working on this, especially the slow speeds, it can be very easy for unwanted noise to creep through. So we got to be very careful, especially at slow speeds, to make sure everything sounds really clean. So if you hear any high strings ringing out, good chance that your picking hand needs to do a bit more muting. What I like to try and do is have my pinky lay across all 6 strings when I'm doing the muted stuff. And then, of course, you can use your fretting hand to help with that as well. So anytime you hear an open string ringing out, usually it's going to be a high-pitched string for something like this. That means the muting wasn't as good as we want it to be, so we got to address that right away. All right, let's give this another try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really made sure to keep my index finger laying across all the strings there gently to minimize excess noise, or eliminate it altogether, really. All right, let's go to 120 next. 1, 2, 3, 4. $160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. $200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So because you're just playing one string instead of 2 strings at a time, or 3 strings at a time, you could get faster than 200. Well, yeah, most likely you're going to get this faster than the chord stuff because you're not strumming as far. You just got the 1 string. So if you do, or if you can go past 200, definitely do so. Anytime you can go faster than what I demonstrate here, definitely do it. So, from what I've seen, I would say you do have potential to get there. Maybe not this week, but certainly will. But yeah, if you do get there this week, just remember, any of the videos that you watch, whatever speed I stop on, does not mean you have to stop there unless I mention it in the video. So if you can go past 200, do it. All right, any questions, let me know, and I will see you again in your new video.